Freedom Hill started back in 2011 with one sheep called Lynn. He arrived as an orphan little lamb born on the 1st of July 2011. At that point we had a house that was only 10 acres of land, and so we put Lynn in with the rest of the dogs, and just watching him and how he interacted with the dogs was what inspired me to start up Freedom Hill. I thought there needs to be more done for farm animals, and so we bought a property of 50 acres in Harrogate, and yeah, it was all because of little Lynn that started the process. Sanctuaries are important for farm animals. The farm animals are the ones that have been the less noticeable. They've always been put into production for farming rather than cared for, and so sanctuaries have started so that we can take on the injured or orphan farm animals and expose their true personalities to the people who treat them and see them just as a commodity and a food source. So sanctuaries are taking them on, and there is more and more increasing as times go by. But hopefully there'll come a day where we don't need a sanctuary, where people have been enlightened to that these animals are just like your cats and your dogs. Just because they're farm animals, they still have the same needs as every other animal. All the animals that have come to Freedom Hill have come from people who have called us, who have found an orphan lamb that's been on the side of the road and picked them up. They don't know how to care for the animals, so they've contacted me knowing that I'll be able to take them in and care for them. They've all come from different sorts of predicaments. The horses have come from some of the people in the racing industry surrendering their horse to us, and or the sale yards where we've had 2 horses come from there. But in the majority of the people that do surrender them, they do often come back and visit the animals because they like to see how they've prospered being at Freedom Hill, and like to see them fully grown after finding them so sick and orphaned in the start. People can help Freedom Hill by becoming a donor of Freedom Hill, going onto our website and donating. They can sponsor one of the animals that's there, pick which one they want and they can sponsor it. You can become a volunteer of Freedom Hill, and even just people who can help by doing a once a year get together where people gather blankets and things that we might need for lambing season and things like that. So if anybody ever has anything that they think they can offer Freedom Hill, they only have to contact me, and I'm sure we can work together on something. If that meat is taken off your plate, there's that life is then saved. So even if people opt for one day a week where they can take meat off their plate, and that's going to be an immense help over a year's time for those animals concerned. But ultimately, dairy is a cruel industry, so if they can go vegan and take the dairy out of it as well, and live a compassionate lifestyle for every animal, not just for the cats and dogs, is the way that people have got to go. It's the only way to save our planet, is to go vegan.